Hello, beautiful people. Well, while I have a little time while I'm cooking, well, in between cooking different dishes for tomorrow, I just thought I'd pop in. And since I got this channel started, I might as well give you guys a lot of what I already have. So, um, Today I kind of want to talk about different people that's going to come into your life. And I was having a discussion at the Deliverance Center. That's a church that I go to, and church that do a little fundraising at, do a little cooking and stuff like that, but that'll be a little later on in these videos. So I'm in the process of doing that, and I remember a conversation that I had with a bishop, and he talked about three different people that are going to be in your life. It's going to be people that's going to be in your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. So I love the way he broke it down. He kind of likened it to scaffolding to a building. I don't know if anyone has ever seen a building being built. They will have like these like black things or like kind of gray things or silver things like holding up like the building almost like things on the side of the building like holding it up until they start building and putting the concrete and all the other stuff that they're doing. And as soon as the building is up and as soon as it's erected and as soon as it can stand on itself, then they remove those outside things that was holding the building up. And why do they remove it? Because it's no longer needed. It was only needed when the building wasn't complete, when the building needed support, when the building wasn't, you know, where it needed to be, where it wasn't strong enough, so it needed that extra support. And so some people in your life, like I can tell you honestly for me, I'm like a homebody, I'm an introvert and all that kind of stuff. So I'm always in the house. So after a divorce and everything like that, my whole life changed. I don't have kids to occupy my time. I don't have, a wife. I don't have all of other things to occupy my time now. So it's like, now what do I do with the extra time that I used to give to wife, kids, and, everything else? I had to allow people to come into my life to change the way I did things. And so all the energy that I was putting into my wife and my kids, I had to put that into myself and I had to put that into wanting to be different and wanting to be better and wanting to get out of myself and get out of my own comfort zone in order to become a different version, a better version of myself. And I just didn't understand how important that was. But a lot of times those people, they're there to, kind of shock your system, to get you out of what you're doing, to get you out of what you think, what you know, what you understand. So when a lot of those people leave, you got to understand a lot. That's like an indication that your season is changing. You no longer need those people anymore. You no longer need that support. You no longer need what they bring. What they brought you was to get you to the next place in life. They were never supposed to go there with you. They were never supposed to be a part of the plan that's going forward. They were supposed to be a part of the plan of your life as a whole. And you'll look at different times and different moments in your life where you can say, all right, I really appreciate this person for being there for me at that time. And you can love them for a lifetime, but you don't have, everybody as close to you in the end of a process than you do at the beginning. And then sometimes it's seasonal. Sometimes I know that this is just going to be a temporary partnership. Like, all right, we work in a job, and this within the job there's a project that needs to be done. So I have to work with people on different type of things. And see, this is the kind of stuff that I don't talk about on radio, but I'm gonna keep it real. A season in your life sometimes as adults. Now, I'm not talking about kids and this ain't what kids supposed to be doing. I will see adults, and I have been an adult to where it's the wrong it's wrong in a biblical sense because see, I measure everything up against the Bible. So whether I'm right, wrong, or whatever, wherever I fall on it, it don't even matter. So it doesn't matter what I think, what I feel, what I understand about it. If it doesn't agree with the word, it's not right with me. And so that's how I look at it, and that's how God look at me. And that's how we communicate. But it took a while for me to take it like that because I still try to justify what I did. Still try to say, all right, this is wrong. I had to, step back and say, all right, this is how you want things to go. This is how you say things are supposed to be. And then once I did that, then I'm able to look at things black and white and understand, why it's hard to do the right thing all the time. So having said that, there are grown-ups that you get into a situation like even with me with my divorce. I'm instead of putting it on you guys, I want to put it on me. With my divorce, I surrounded myself with people and then women that I didn't really understand, like what love was, what being whole was, and really giving yourself to another person. So basically, what I was trying to do was trying to love myself out of my pain. And you can't love yourself out of anything. You gotta let God do that. And that's just my belief. So I had to allow God to do that. But see what I was doing when I was trying to do it in my own strength, I was trying to look for that comfort, that love, and that support in other people. And so there was a season in my life where thank God that nothing happened, no diseases or any crazy soul ties. But there was a season in my life where I felt that I wasn't enough. I felt that I was small. It was like insecurity was like all over me. And it was like I internalized a lot of things that people said and did to me. So instead of understanding that I am enough, that I am worthy of love and respect and all that stuff, I internalized that. And because I internalized that stuff, it hurt me and damaged me. And so I looked outside of myself, outside of God, to pursue that. And I found different people in different seasons in that season of my life that kind of scratched that itch for me. And that's a bad thing, and that was a terrible thing, but it taught me lessons. One, no matter what you do, no matter who you try to have sex with, who you try to love, who you try to, appreciate, if you don't love yourself and you don't love God, it is tough and it's just never going to work out right. It's going to work out for a little bit. You'll get what you want for a little bit, but you'll never have what you need. And it's always going to be that chase. You're always going to be chasing what you want to try to get what you need. And that's like the deceptive thing. When you think like, if I get what I want and make it what I need, then everything will be, all right. So it's like, if I get with this bad person and try to make them a good person, then everything will be all right. But it's like, I'm already picking from a bad place and I'm picking bad people from a bad place. You don't pick who you want. You pick who you pick who you are. If you had an ideal list of people that you would want to date and things that you would want, you would say, all right, I want this, that, and the other. But look at who you end up with. Look at who I ended up with, and not even that they were a bad person, but I picked people in different places of their life that wasn't in a good and healthy place because I wasn't in a good and healthy place. And instead of blaming other people, I had to look at myself and say, what is it about me that continuously make me choose these type of people in these places? And like I said, they're not bad people, but you catch anybody in a bad place, you don't, you're not going to get the best version of them. And then people for a lifetime. See, the trick with people for a lifetime, you don't know that they're alive for a lifetime until tragedy, until everybody that say they love you walked away and they're still there. Those are the ones that's going to be the truth tellers. That's going to tell you about yourself. They're going to love you enough to make you mad to tell you the truth. They're going to love you enough to say, you know what, that's not right, and you're not doing all right, and you need to change that. They're going to get in your face in private, but in public, they're going to be your strongest defenders. And see, a lot of times we throw a lot of good people away because we want to chase the bad people, because we want to chase what we want instead of, holding on to what we need and listening to what we need. And until I understood who is what and how to put them into my life and how to balance a little bit of what I want and most of what I need. Until I made that conscious decision to do that, I struggled. And the only thing that I had to do was really listen to God's word when I didn't believe in myself, when I didn't believe in my words, when I didn't believe in my feelings. I had to believe in God's word over everything. Even the people that, told me things about myself that wasn't true, that I believed and internalized it. I had to believe over that. So I had to believe God's word until it started to get into me. Once I believed God's word and it started getting into me, then I had to start acting on that thing. And that's the hardest part, because once you've been known a certain way and once you've done certain things a certain way, and then you try to change, the people that you've grown up with, the people that seen you, the people that you ran with, it's going to be hard for them to believe that you changed. And then sometimes it reveals that your friend was never a friend, they were a hater. Because now they see that you changed. They know you on a real level and they're questioning your change. They're not questioning your change because they don't believe it. They're questioning it because they want you to stay where you are. Because if you're not on that lower level and you start level up, that you know that they won't, they know that you won't relate to them anymore. You know, like if I start a business, there's no way that this guy that's trying to do scams and doing this and that and the other, there's no way that he's going to be attracted to anything that I'm doing, because I'm going to try to do things the legal, legitimate way, and it's going to be way slower, a slow return, but it's going to be a greater investment. They don't think like that. You start getting in church, you don't have to run people away. They'll run away from you. Because, see, they want to drop like a hot with you. But you go ahead, put on some Bishop Jakes. Oh, it's going to be a whole lot of, I'll call you next time, or they don't call you at all. And see, that's the thing that you got to get prepared for. It's a fight for you. It's a fight with what you believe in and who you are. And sometimes you got to be willing to take a loss to gain everything that you are on the inside. And believe me, I'm telling you from personal experience, it ain't nothing that I lost that can even compare to the imaginations and the dreams that God has put in my spirit. And if y'all don't believe that, don't believe me, just watch. I love you all. I hope everybody loves themselves, treats themselves the best. And whether I've done you wrong or whether you've done me wrong, I want you to win. I want you to win. I want to see it and I want to celebrate it. You're special. You're loved. You're beautiful. Just understand that you're worth it. And help other people demand, your respect. You got to help other people demand your respect. You got to teach people how to treat you. Good night, good morning, because for me it's morning because I'm a night owl. I love you all. So go out there and love yourselves. God bless you. Bye.